Hi, my name is Atisha Farmer. I'm one in four students that helped capture and record and interview historical perspectives and oral histories and narratives of people that weren't as well known during the civil rights movement and that era of activism in Greensboro in North Carolina. And hearing these stories and learning about these perspectives and this other side of history that is not as much told, but it's very important, and how these people contributed to history is really an experience in itself. It's something to be able to learn about and kind of come outside of your own experience, especially being such a young college student, learning about what came before you and kind of can inspire you to keep that going on today. So, a few things I can say about my experience is one, it was eye opening. I at first didn't know about all these things that went on in the history. I just moved to Greensboro, didn't know much about it, but it's really also inspired me to learn more in terms of the historical aspect of Greensboro, and hopefully to meet more people that were lesser known or meet more people like this, so I can understand those stories and continue to share those stories that aren't as much heard. So my experience was a great experience. It was nice getting to know people, interviewing for once, being behind the camera, and kind of being able to help contribute to history in a way and help share those stories.
Hi, my name is Summer Kinney, and this is my video response for the Unsung Heroes project. I'm sorry that I'm laying in bed, but I am currently on quarantine because I was exposed to COVID while I was at work, because I work at the hospital. So I'm laying down trying to get rest because I feel awful. But anyhow, one of the responses I guess I have to the question of how things went with the project is I learned a lot from interviewing the people that we did for the Unsung Heroes project. It's just one of those things where you can know a lot about history, but until you meet someone that was personally there, it doesn't affect you in the same way. So just hearing firsthand their stories, being in Greensboro and being a Greensboro native myself, there's things I didn't know, honestly. There were many interviews where I cried while I was interviewing these people, where I was shocked to find out different aspects about Greensboro and different things that happened. And it was honestly an honor to be able to talk to these people and record their stories and have this for people for years to come, because no one else had talked to them about these things and, possibly didn't even know who they were. Um, it was a great opportunity. It's sad that, unfortunately, due to everything going on right now in our world health-wise with the pandemic, that we weren't able to get more interviews, but I'm thankful for the ones that we did get. I think that it helped me grow as a person to develop these new skills, to interview these people, and to somewhat play around. In our last interview, I was able to work the camera some. I don't think I did that great, but I learned a little bit on how to work the camera, because that is not my specialty, because I was the historic aspect of our team. But it was really great, and I'm really thankful that I was able to do this, and I hope that everyone that watches this enjoys it.
Hey, my name is Mohammed Kareem, and I am one of the students participating in the Unsung Heroes project headed by Matthew Barr, Unita Chase, Torrin Gadsden, and Hassan Pitts. The purpose of this project is to go out and interview people who participated in the civil rights movement and that you hear less about. They did a lot of the groundwork, and they're also local. To do that, we students broke up into teams of two, pairing one media studies student with one history student. Myself being a media studies student, I was paired with a history student. We ended up interviewing people from a bunch of different backgrounds: lawyers, pastors, newspaper editors, you name it. These people participated in protests, organized rallies, recorded events. One thing that really stuck with me throughout this entire process is basically being able to almost secondhand experience these events as they're recalling them. The good ones, the bad ones, uh, and something that came from almost all of them was this feeling that they're not quite done. No matter how much they did, no matter how much they had accomplished, how much their loved ones had accomplished, how much they had given, that every person we asked, do you feel like your work is done or how much things have progressed? Their answer was almost a collective that it's nowhere close to done. And I couldn't agree more.